Hello, welcome to the Echo Tips Podcast. Today's episode, we're going to be dealing with the topic of having your Amazon Echo talk really fast or really slow. You can change how fast your Amazon Echo talks. And so that's a pretty cool little feature. Hopefully we'll get some additional voices in the future too. I know many people would find that beneficial. But for right now, you can vary the speed of her voice. So, before we get into that though, we get a brief message about our podcast, and then we'll be right back. This episode is brought to you by the New Vision program at Goodwill. We're also grateful for the kind use of WVTF Studios. New Vision is a program of Goodwill that provides information services and assistive technology training to individuals with visual impairments living in Southwest Virginia. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys is a nonprofit organization serving the New River, Roanoke, and Shenandoah Valleys of Virginia. Goodwill's mission services help individuals with disabilities and disadvantages to get back to work and gain greater independence. These shows are provided for educational purposes. This podcast may not be retransmitted, sold, or reproduced without written permission from New Vision. Hello, welcome back. It's good to have you with us again. If you've been listening for some time, we really appreciate that, being well over 40,000 listens at the time. And you made that possible. And if you want to continue to support us, feel free to subscribe to us in your podcast player of choice. But if you're listening for the first time, let me tell you a little something about myself. I'm David Ward, an instructor with the New Vision program at Goodwill, and where I serve as an assistive technology instructor. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to talk today about having your Echo talk really fast or talk really slow. Nah, just kidding. I don't know. So you got a lot of options, and I certainly have many students of mine who are visually impaired who often crank the speed up a lot because they deal with a lot of information at a time, and you probably couldn't even understand. It sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks or something like that. Now, before I start demonstrating this, we'll get right into the demonstration. I'll ask that if you have different echoes in the room, you might want to shut their ears off so that when I'm doing the demonstration, I'm not changing your echo at home or causing trouble. Now, if you're listening to this podcast on that device, I don't think you need to worry about it. I think it should be fine. But if you have other devices in the room, other echoes that could hear you, you'll want to shut their ears off. So I'll just give you a moment to do that. On the top, you'll find a button with a little silhouetted microphone with a slash through it. I think on some of the modern Echoes, it's a raised letter. It might be a letter M. I think I feel it over here on mine. I think it's a little raised. I'll have to look at that more closely to see what it is. But you'll press that button. It'll turn the ring red on top. And that means that her ears are off and we're ready to go. All right, so let's first get started. Let's see how fast she is right now. Alexa, how cold is it outside?
Today, expect a low of 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Would you like to know the weather for this weekend?
Stop. Okay, so that's run-of-the-mill stock speed. That's how fast she goes. Now let's make some changes. Alexa, talk faster.
Okay, I will speak at this speed from now on.
Alexa, talk faster.
Okay, I will speak at this speed from now on.
Alexa, talk faster.
Okay, I will speak at this speed from now on.
Okay, so I've cranked it up a few notches. I can't remember how many notches it goes. But now, Alexa, is it cold outside?
Today, expect a low of 61 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so bam, gave it to you really kind of peppy. Now, let's, once we've adjusted it, how do we do it? Now, I could say talk slower, but this is really helpful. Alexa, reset talking speed.
Okay, I will speak at my normal speed from now on.
Okay, now I can even crank her lower. Alexa, talk slower.
Okay, I will speak at this speed from now on.
Alexa, talk slower.
Okay, I will speak at this speed from now on.
Alexa, talk slower.
Sorry, I am already at my lowest speaking rate.
Okay, that's as slow as she goes. So now, Alexa, what's the weather like outside?
Right now in Roanoke, it's 74 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast has just a few clouds in the sky, with a low of 61 degrees.
Okay. So that would obviously probably drive me nuts, so I'm just going to say, Alexa, reset talking speed. But that gives you a little idea how you can change the versatility of her speed. Now, it might seem trivial, but if you're really trying to process a lot of information, perhaps maybe a Wikipedia article, or you can also have her read your Kindle books to you. Say you bought a Kindle book. That might make all the difference, being able to do that. And I think with certain applications, maybe the Kindle book, that features existed for a while, but certainly it would benefit you. Now, I haven't tested this extensively to see if it carries through to most apps, but I would hope that it probably would. All right, well, that brings this little tip to a close. Next time, we're going to be talking about song identification. You ever had your Echo playing music all the time and you're like, what is that? Well, we're going to talk about this Song ID feature that I recently stumbled across. But until that time, it's time to turn your microphone back on, start practicing some of the many things that you've learned, and we thank you for listening.
Thanks, Dave. In conclusion, let me tell you a thing or two. This episode is brought to you by New Vision at Goodwill Industries of the Valleys, and it is also made possible in part by a grant from Community Foundation serving Western Virginia. And there's more. We're also grateful for the kind use of WVTF Studios. New Vision is a program of Goodwill that provides information services and assistive technology training to individuals with visual impairments living in Southwest Virginia. For more information, check out our website at goodwillvalleys.com/newvision, with no spaces. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys is a nonprofit organization serving the New River, Roanoke, and Shenandoah Valleys of Virginia. Goodwill's mission programs help individuals with disabilities and disadvantages to get back to work and gain greater independence. These shows are provided for educational purposes. This podcast may not be retransmitted, sold, or reproduced without written permission from New Vision. Thanks for listening.